The envelope sits on my desk, and I can't stop staring at it. My hands won't stop shaking. 3 hours ago, my driver handed it to me with that look. You know the one. The look that says something's wrong, but he doesn't know what. Privileged and confidential, written across the front in block letters. Inside, 6 words that make my stomach drop. I know what you've been doing. I've spent 28 years building this. 28 years of late nights and Zhao Qin shows and handshakes and smiles. My face is on billboards. My voice is in millions of homes every single night. And now this envelope, this goddamn envelope, the letters sitting next to a stack of photographs. Me and Sarah. Sarah's the one with the dark hair and the quick laugh. The one who started as an intern and became my assistant and became, I don't know what she became. The photos show us at the cabin in Montana, at the hotel in the Caribbean, coming out of my apartment building at 3 in the morning. There's a diary too, Sarah's handwriting. I recognize it from the notes she leaves on my desk. February 14th. He took me to the mountains. I've never felt this way. August 3rd. Michael still doesn't know. I should tell him. I should end it, but I can't. September the 1st. He saw us. Michael saw us together. I moved out this morning. Michael, that's who's doing this. Michael Patterson, the CBS producer. Sarah's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend now. Emmy winner, war correspondent. The guy who's seen actual combat zones and probably thinks extorting me is just another assignment. The treatment for his screenplay is clipped to everything else. It's not subtle. A beloved television host with a beautiful family and a sterling reputation watches his world collapse when his secret affairs are exposed. His marriage crumbles. His career ends. He loses everything he spent decades building. At the bottom, this story can remain fiction. $2 million, cash. You have 1 week. I look at my phone. 7 missed calls from my wife. Jessica doesn't know. How could she know? We just got married 6 months ago. A quiet ceremony, just family, at the courthouse near our ranch in Colorado. Our son is 3 years old. He calls me daddy and laughs at my stupid jokes, and I'm supposed to read him bedtime stories tomorrow night. But instead, I'm sitting here with proof that I'm a liar and a cheat and exactly the kind of man I've spent my career mocking on national television. The irony isn't lost on me. 2 months ago, I did a whole segment about that senator who got caught with his intern, made jokes, got laughs, ratings went up, and now here I am. I need to call my lawyer. That's the smart move. That's what someone with half a brain would do. But my hands are frozen on this desk, and all I can think about is Jessica's face when she finds out. Because she will find out. Michael's made that clear. 1 week or everyone knows. My office door is closed, but I can hear the writers through the wall. They're probably working on tonight's monologue. Probably writing jokes about some other idiot who couldn't keep his pants on. The show starts in 6 hours. 6 hours, and I have to walk out there and smile and be charming and pretend my entire life isn't imploding. Sarah's at her desk right outside my office. I can see her shadow under the door. Does she know about this? Did Michael tell her what he's planning? Or is she sitting out there thinking everything's fine, thinking we're safe, thinking the secret is still safe? The phone buzzes. Unknown number. My heart stops. I answer. Did you get my package? Michael's voice is calm. Too calm, like we're discussing dinner plans instead of the destruction of my life. What do you want? I told you what I want. $2 million. That's nothing to you. You make what? 15 million a year? 20? This is pocket change. This is extortion. This is business. His laugh is cold. You took something from me. You took Sarah. You took 2 years of my life while you were sneaking around with her, while she was lying to me, while you were playing the devoted family man on television. I didn't. Shut up, you did. And now you're going to pay for it. $2 million or I go to the press. I've got copies of everything. The photos, the diary, emails, text messages. I've got enough to bury you. The emails, Jesus, I forgot about the emails. Late night messages to Sarah. Things I said that seemed romantic at the time, but now just sound pathetic and desperate. I can't stop thinking about you. When can I see you again? You make me feel alive. Michael, listen. 1 week. That's all you get. And if you go to the cops, if you try anything smart, everything goes public immediately. I've got it set up. Automatic release. You can't stop it. The line goes dead. I'm standing now, but I don't remember standing up. The room is spinning. 28 years. My marriage. My son. Everything. I dial my lawyer. Marcus answers on the second ring. I need you at my office now. What's wrong? Someone's trying to destroy me. 40 minutes later, Marcus is reading the letter, and I'm pacing. He's one of the best attorneys in New York, handled my contract negotiations, set up my production company. But this is different. You need to call the police, he says. He said I know what he said, but this is a crime. This is textbook extortion. The Manhattan DA will handle this. And when it goes public, Marcus looks at me over his glasses. Is it true? The affairs? I can't meet his eyes. Yes. How many? Does it matter? It might, for the harassment angle. Were they consensual? Of course they were. But even as I say it, I'm wondering, was it really consensual when I'm the boss? When I control their careers? When saying no to me could mean getting fired or sidelined or written out of sketches? We need to move fast, Marcus says. Set up a meeting with him. We'll record it. Get him on tape demanding money. Then the DA can move in. And Sarah? What about her? She doesn't know about this. Michael didn't tell her. If this goes forward, she gets dragged into it. Her name in every headline. Her face on every website. Her career is over. Marcus closes the folder. Your career is over if you don't fight this. Your marriage is over. Your reputation is over. You want to protect Sarah? Fine, but you need to protect yourself first. He's right. I know he's right. But all I can think about is Jessica at home with our son, making dinner, trusting me, believing in me. I married her 6 months ago because I loved her, because I wanted to be better, because I thought I could stop. I thought the affairs were behind me, but Michael has proof they weren't, that they lasted longer than I admitted, that Sarah and I were still sneaking around even after I promised Jessica it was over, even after I looked her in the eye and swore I'd changed. Set up the meeting, I tell Marcus. The next 3 days are hell. I go through the motions, show up for work, tape the show, make jokes, get laughs, come home, kiss my wife, read to my son, and the whole time I'm thinking about the meeting, about what Michael might say, about what happens when this all comes crashing down. Marcus sets it up for Saturday. Hotel room in Midtown, neutral ground. He's got surveillance experts, audio equipment, video cameras hidden in the walls. The DA's office is coordinating everything. If we can get Michael on tape demanding money, explicitly threatening to expose me unless I pay, they can arrest him. But it means meeting him face to face, looking at the man whose life I ruined, and hearing him tell me exactly how he's going to ruin mine. Saturday morning, the hotel lobby is too bright, too many people. I keep my head down, sunglasses on, and take the elevator to the 8th floor. Marcus is already there with 2 DA investigators. He'll be here in 20 minutes, Marcus says. Remember, let him talk. Let him make the demands. Don't admit to anything criminal, just listen. What if he knows? What if he can tell we're recording? He won't. These guys are professionals. The investigators leave. Marcus leaves. I'm alone in this hotel room with cameras watching me and microphones recording every breath. And in 20 minutes, I'm going to face the man I betrayed. The knock comes. I open the door. Michael looks terrible, unshaven, dark circles under his eyes. But there's something else there too. Something hard and angry and dangerous. "You came alone?" he says. "Just me." He walks in, scans the room. For a second, I think he knows. He's going to find the cameras. Call it off. Disappear with all the evidence, and I'll never get another chance. But he sits down, pulls out his phone, shows me more photos I haven't seen. Sarah and me at a restaurant. Sarah leaving my building. Sarah in my car. "You really thought you'd get away with it," he says. "I never meant to hurt you." "Shut up. You don't get to play the victim. You screwed my girlfriend for 2 years, while I was overseas, while I was in war zones, while I was thinking about her and missing her and counting down the days until I could get home. And the whole time she was with you. I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't fix it. Sorry doesn't give me back 2 years. Sorry doesn't make me unsee what I saw when I came back early and caught you two together. So no, sorry isn't enough. What do you want?" "I told you what I want, $2 million. And then this all goes away. The photos, the diary, everything. I'll sign a confidentiality agreement. You'll never hear from me again." There it is, the demand, clear, explicit. The investigators are getting all of this. "And if I don't pay," Michael leans forward, "then Monday morning every news outlet in the country gets an email. Photos attached, diary excerpts, timeline of the affair. Quotes from Sarah's emails about how guilty she felt lying to me. How she knew it was wrong but couldn't stop. How you told her you loved her even though you were married." My throat is dry. "You'd destroy her too. She didn't ask for this. She made her choice. She chose you. Now she can deal with the consequences. $2 million is a lot of money. You'll make it back in a month, but your reputation, that's gone forever once this breaks. The late-night host who preached about family values and slept with his staff. You'll be a punchline. Everything you built will be associated with this scandal. Is that what you want?" "No." "Then pay me. $2 million. Cash. By Wednesday. And this all goes away." He stands up, heads for the door, turns back. "Oh, and don't even think about going to the police. I've got everything backed up. Cloud servers, multiple copies. If anything happens to me, it all releases automatically. You can't stop it. The only way out is to pay." The door closes. I'm alone. Marcus rushes in 2 minutes later with the investigators. "We got it," one of them says. "Clear demand for money, clear threat to release information. That's attempted grand larceny. We can arrest him." "When?" "Monday. He's supposed to deposit a check, right? We'll give him a fake one. Soon as he deposits it, we move in." Monday, 3 days. 72 hours until this becomes national news anyway, because once Michael is arrested, the whole story comes out. The affairs, the extortion, everything. Marcus puts his hand on my shoulder. "You did the right thing. He's not going to destroy you. The law's on your side. But the law can't save my marriage, can't save my reputation, can't make Jessica forgive me for lying to her face for months. Can't make my son understand why daddy's name is in every headline for all the wrong reasons." Sunday night, I can't sleep. Jessica is next to me, breathing softly, trusting me, and I'm staring at the ceiling thinking about tomorrow. About the phone call I have to make to my producers, about the lawyers who'll need to be involved, about damage control and crisis management, and all the machinery that kicks into gear when a public figure's life explodes. Monday morning, Marcus calls. "The check is ready. Meet me at my office at 11. We'll give it to him at noon." The meeting is quick. Michael takes the check, looks at it, smiles for the first time since this started. "Smart choice," he says. "Now we both move on with our lives." "Yeah," I say. "We both move on." He leaves. Marcus and I wait. My phone is silent. The investigators said they'd call as soon as they made the arrest. Noon becomes 1 o'clock. 1 becomes 2. At 2:47 p.m., my phone rings. "We got him," the investigator says. "Tried to deposit the check at a bank in Connecticut. We arrested him outside CBS headquarters." "Is it over?" "The arrest is done, but you need to prepare. This is going to break in the news any minute. Have you thought about what you're going to say?" What am I going to say? How do I explain this? How do I walk onto that stage tonight and tell millions of people that yes, I had affairs with women on my staff, and yes, someone tried to blackmail me because of it, and yes, everything you thought you knew about me is a lie? Marcus is already on the phone with my producers. They're in crisis mode. Do we cancel tonight's show? Do we address it? Do we ignore it and hope it blows over? "You have to own it," Marcus finally says. "You have to get out in front of it. Tell the story yourself before the media tells it for you." "You want me to confess on national television?" "I want you to control the narrative. You were a victim of extortion. Yes, you made mistakes. Yes, you had affairs. But you were still the victim of a crime. You cooperated with law enforcement. You did the right thing. Lead with that." 6 hours later, I'm backstage. The audience is filing in. They're expecting jokes. They're expecting laughs. They're expecting me to mock politicians and celebrities and make them forget about their problems for an hour. Instead, I'm about to make their night a lot more uncomfortable. The stage manager gives me the cue. I walk out. The applause is normal, loud, welcoming. They don't know yet. In 30 seconds, they're going to know. I sit at my desk. The studio lights are hot on my face. I can hear the camera operator adjusting his lens, that soft mechanical whir as he zooms in. The red on-air light glows above camera 2. It looks like a warning, like a stop sign I'm about to run straight through. I look at the camera and I start talking. "I have a little story to tell you. This morning I did something I've never done in my life. I had to go downtown and testify before a grand jury." The applause dies mid-clap. Someone's hand freezes in the air. The silence spreads like spilled water. I can hear someone's phone vibrate 3 rows back. The camera operator has stopped moving. Even the guy working the boom mic has gone completely still. Here's what happened. About 3 weeks ago, I got a package. In this package was evidence of sexual relationships I'd had with women who work on the show. A woman in the front row inhales sharply. The sound cuts through the studio like a knife. Someone else shifts in their seat. The leather creaks so loud it might as well be a scream. The person who sent this package said, "I'll tell everyone about this unless you give me $2 million. So I called my attorney. My attorney called the Manhattan District Attorney. We set up a sting operation. The person who tried to blackmail me was arrested this afternoon." The on-air light keeps glowing, red and steady and unblinking. 300 people are staring at me and nobody's breathing. Now, the creepy stuff in that package, is it true? Yes. I have had relationships with women on the show, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about my wife. You're thinking about the women involved. You're thinking I'm exactly the kind of person I've made fun of for years, and you're right. A gasp from the audience, sharp and wet like someone's choking. Behind camera 3, a production assistant has her hand over her mouth. In the control room, I can picture my producer frozen at his desk, watching the monitors, knowing we can't cut away, knowing this is live and real and happening right now. The boom operator finally moves, adjusts the mic to catch my next words. The movement breaks the spell for a second, but then the silence crashes back down twice as heavy. I hurt people. I hurt my wife. I hurt the women who worked for me who didn't ask to be part of this mess. I hurt my staff who trusted me to be better than this. And I'm sorry. I'm deeply, deeply sorry. The show goes on, but it's a blur. Jokes fall flat. The energy is gone. When it's over, I go straight to my dressing room and lock the door. My phone has 300 missed calls, texts from friends, emails from reporters, messages from colleagues who don't know what to say, and one text from Jessica. Come home. We need to talk. The drive home feels like a funeral procession. Every light is red. Every block takes forever. I pull into the driveway and sit in the car for 5 minutes, maybe 10. I don't want to go inside. I don't want to see her face. I don't want to hear what she's going to say. But I open the door anyway. Jessica is sitting on the couch. The TV is off. Our son is asleep upstairs. Her eyes are red. How long, she asks. The main one ended 2 years ago, but there were others. And one of them lasted longer than I said. While we were engaged, I can't answer. She knows anyway. While I was pregnant, Jessica, while we were planning our wedding, while I was picking out flowers and seating charts and trying on dresses, you were sleeping with your assistant? It was over before. Don't lie to me. Her voice breaks. Don't you dare lie to me anymore. I heard what you said on TV. I heard you admit it, so don't stand there and try to minimize it. I'm sorry. Sorry. You're sorry. I gave up everything for you. I moved across the country. I changed my entire life. I believed you when you said you changed. I believed you when you promised those affairs were in the past. And you lied. You looked me in the eye and lied. I was trying to protect you. You were trying to protect yourself. You didn't want to lose your perfect family image. You didn't want to face consequences. So you lied and hoped I'd never find out. She's right. Every word is right. I have no defense, no excuse, nothing that makes this better. Where do we go from here, I ask. Jessica stands up, walks to the window, looks out at the dark street. I don't know. I need time. I need space. I need to figure out if I can ever trust you again. Right now? Right now, I don't even want to look at you. Should I leave? No, our son is upstairs. You're going to be here tomorrow morning when he wakes up. You're going to make him breakfast and play with him and be his father. Whatever else you are, whatever else you've done, you're still his father. But you and me, we're not okay. We're not close to okay. And I don't know if we'll ever be okay again. The next morning, the headlines are everywhere. Late night host admits affairs with staff. TV legend caught in sex scandal. Extortion plot exposes secret relationships. My face is on every website. Sarah's name is in every article. The women I slept with are being tracked down by reporters. My son's preschool is calling, asking if we want to keep him home to avoid media attention. And Michael? Michael is in jail, facing 5 to 15 years for attempted grand larceny. His lawyer is already talking about putting me on the stand, making me testify about the affairs, about the power dynamics, about whether these women could really consent when I controlled their careers. The National Organization for Women releases a statement calling for an investigation into the work environment on my show, calling for me to face consequences, calling for CBS to take action. Former staff members are coming forward. A woman who worked as a writer 10 years ago publishes an essay. She describes a specific day in the writer's room. She'd pitched a joke about the mayor's scandal, a perfect setup, the kind of line that gets quoted the next morning. The room went quiet, waiting for my reaction. But Sarah had just walked in carrying coffee. I watched Sarah instead, watched her set the cup on my desk, watched her smile. When I finally turned back to the writer, I said, "What? Sorry, say that again?" She repeated the joke. I nodded absently. "Yeah, maybe. We'll see." Then I asked Sarah if she wanted to grab lunch. The joke never made it into the show. Sarah and I went to that Italian place she liked. The writer quit 3 months later. My show's ratings spike. Everyone wants to see what I'll say next, how I'll handle it, if I'll apologize again or defend myself or break down on air. But Jessica is what matters. Jessica and our son. And right now, Jessica won't even sleep in the same room as me. I've been on the couch for a week. She's not answering my calls when I'm at work. When I come home, she barely speaks to me. 2 weeks after the scandal breaks, I do a second show. Address it again. This time I look directly at the camera and I talk to her. My wife has been horribly hurt by my behavior. When you hurt someone you love, there are only two things that can happen. Either you make progress and fix it, or you fall short and it stays broken. Right now, I don't know which one this will be, but I'm going to try. I'm going to do everything I can to earn back her trust. And if I can't, then I'll have to live with that. Because this is my fault, no one else's, mine. The audience applauds. People on Twitter call it genuine, heartfelt, moving. But when I get home, Jessica is still in the bedroom with the door locked and I'm still on the couch and nothing has changed. 3 months later, Michael pleads guilty, gets 6 months in jail, 5 years probation. His career is over. His marriage is over. He lost everything trying to destroy me, and instead he destroyed himself. But did I win? I still have my show, still have my career. CBS didn't fire me. Sponsors didn't pull out. The ratings stayed strong. But I lost my wife, not legally, we're still married. She didn't leave. She didn't file for divorce. But the woman who loved me, the woman who looked at me like I was everything, she's gone. And I don't know if she's ever coming back. I sleep in different rooms now. Guest bedrooms, hotels, the couch. Anywhere but next to her because she can't stand to be near me. Our son asks why daddy doesn't sleep in mommy's room anymore, and we make up excuses about snoring and different schedules, and he's 3, so he believes us, but he won't always be 3, and someday he'll know the truth. Someday he'll Google his father's name and find all of this. The affairs, the scandal, the humiliation. And he'll know his father was a liar and a cheat and exactly the kind of man you teach your kids not to become. Years from now, when I've retired and the show is off the air, and this is all ancient history, people will still remember. They'll remember the night I confessed on national television. They'll remember the scandal. They'll remember that I was that guy. And Jessica, maybe she'll forgive me. Maybe we'll rebuild. Maybe someday she'll look at me again without hurt and anger and disappointment in her eyes. Or maybe this is it. Maybe this is the price. I kept my career, but I lost my family. I avoided prison, but I'm serving a life sentence anyway. The envelope that arrived 3 months ago didn't just threaten to expose my secrets. It did expose them. And in exposing them, it exposed me. Not as the charming talk show host, not as the beloved comedian, but as the man who had everything and threw it away because he couldn't control himself. That's the real story. Not the extortion plot, not the criminal trial, not the media circus. The real story is simpler. I had it all, and I lost it, and I have no one to blame but myself. If you felt your heart racing through that story, hit that subscribe button. Because I've got more stories that'll make you question what you do when everything's on the line. Drop a comment. If you were in his position, would you have confessed or stayed silent? And if you want another story about secrets that destroy lives, check out the next one in the playlist. Thanks for living through this with me.